back, and we're gonna go into the very first game of Who Gets Carried Hard versus Plastic Fantastic, a match that I'm actually really excited to see, and I bet you are too, Helsa.
Yeah, certainly more excited than the last one.
Yep, definitely. So let's go ahead and jump into the game here. Actually, wow. Hold on 1 second. Gotta change up the overlay real fast before we even attempt to start this game here.
All right. Rather than going on about the specific traits and such that you guys seem to be so fond of, I'll rather do my own variation of going through the team comps. I do hope that you do not mind, but it'll be quicker.
Let's do it.
All right. I'll start off with Shad's team. Of course, it's a team that I know better. Shad is playing a Bunker Ranger, a Spirit Ranger, that crap. He's playing without the short bow, which will mean that he's a better duelist slash point holder than he is in that team fight, but it's still a very strong spec, of course. Lysy, Elementalist, playing as a warrior because he realized that he's more effective rerolling that with his one-day warrior. Polly, Engineer, realizing that he's also more effective rerolling, so he did that. Both of these are playing the Hammer Bow Warrior, which will be ridiculous, as we already know. Milo playing Standard Guardian. This guy is actually man enough to play Save Yourself, so kudos to him. And Misha playing Health Spec. All credit goes to me. Essentially, he'll be a useful roamer, especially with the portal along. They can go all sorts of places using the portal, since that team has everything except for mobility. But Misha will be able to boost their mobility by quite a bit. Now, Plastic Fantastic has a weird comp, I'll say that at the very least. They have a Necromancer who runs minion utilities. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but from what I've seen, there's actually some viability to minions, so we'll see. Annabelle is playing a Bunker NG. Now, Bunker NG is very good versus Warriors and Rangers, I've heard. I've heard that they can essentially keep the point forever and eventually decap it versus them. However, it does lose to Mesmer, in my opinion. So it'll be interesting to see how Shad will rotate versus that, because they could just send Misha to eventually kill him. Dipset Jesus playing Spirit Ranger, Nudeness, fine. And Brujo is playing his Manly Con. Oh my god, he's playing his Manly Con the Warrior. Okay, he's the only warrior I see do this, and I don't know why, because it's worse than a real warrior. But it's still fun as hell to watch, because he'll be like Conning and stuff, and it's dumb, but it's fun. And there's a Guardian, and this one is also man enough to use Save Yourself, so kudos to him. And that's the comp. See how fast I was?
That's actually pretty sick.
Yes, yeah, indeed. See, I'm actually effective with my words. Anyway, and finally, I'd give the advantage to Shad's composition, specifically because how easy it is to play and how that poor Necro has nobody who can help him versus the double warriors. I'm gonna watch his perspective, watch him die, watch his minions die, and laugh. Alright, game started.
Alright, so we're gonna check out the splits here as we slowly start here, but we will see actually a lot of people crossing over from WC, Who Gets Carried Hard, are there, and Anomaly might get kind of screwed over here if he gets, he's gonna get caught out by pretty much everyone from Shad over here. He's gonna try and pop something and run away, but Anomaly gets locked down immediately. It's gonna be interesting as pretty much everyone from Who Gets Carried Hard descending upon the mine point right about now. Milo, as well, actually, Brujo will catch somebody off here. This warrior.
They prevented Annabelle from getting there in time for the full cap, and that was the plan. Like they got the full cap, and it's gonna take a really long time for him to win the points.
That's right, Polymore on that point will have it, no problem for now. But Ronger and Dipset Yeezus fighting over mid right now. That's probably going to be a boring fight as it is Spirit Ranger on Spirit Ranger. Meanwhile,
okay, yo, 5 gold on Shad. I'm betting 5 gold on Shad will win that one.
Really? 5 gold?
5 gold.
I will actually, I agree with you. Dipset Yeezus drops immediately there. Not able to get
5 golds.
I don't owe you 5 gold,
dude. 5 gold.
Dude, okay, whatever. Anyway, Shad Ronger going in for the stomp. We'll get it on Dipset Yeezus. He's got this, no problem. So let's check out the fight over here. Mine, where Quasar's the only one from Plastic Fantastic actually on the point. Milo able to pop something off. I think that was the Empower right there. But Quasar actually, Shield of Absorption comes out, pops him off the point there. Most fighting coming out over here on the side area over here. But we will see Brujo being chased down by Misha Thinhat. Misha Thinhat, that Mesmer man. Is he living up to your legacy here?
Misha is definitely a really good Mesmer. He's seriously good enough to like polish my slippers. I give him credit.
All right. Well, the polish is doing pretty well. He was chasing down that warrior and got him down to about like a quarter health there. But he's gonna come back and rejoin the fight. It's 3-on-3 now with Misha joining this fight here. With Quasar on point for the side of Plastic Fantastic. Who do you see coming ahead at this point as Plastic Cypress goes down?
It depends. Like it's all about the Sireph. Like if he goes down, then they're screwed. But if he gets to stay up for a long time, they'll do fine. Especially since he has Epidemic. If he can get a good Epidemic off, all of a sudden Shad could completely wipe. This is rather interesting. On the other hand, this is what I called. Like, the NG versus the Warrior, the NG is actually winning the points. He's slowly, very slowly decapping it. But eventually, this will actually end up in their favor. So, there's a kind of a time pressure for Shad's team, where they have to win their fights, or eventually the NG is actually going to start winning the points. However, that doesn't seem to be such a problem, since Sireph goes down yet again, and I believe... No stop. Oh.
Yeah, he's actually back up right about now on that mine point. He's being chased down by Lisi here. Lisi gonna go in on him, and he gets dropped once again. So we have to see if the stomp comes out on him. No one able. There it is. There's Dipset, Yeezus, and Quasar coming in to heal him up once again. So
but all that AoE, that cost them, and all they got was a rest on a Necro that's gonna go down in, let's say, 20 seconds. 5 gold that he'll be down in 20 seconds.
He's already almost there. Yep, he's already down once again. Quasar is down as well. No one here to res him, and no one can save him now as Milo gets a stomp in on Quasar. So this is definitely a who gets carried hard point here over on the mine. And look, checking this out. They're gonna go in for the spawner kill as well, to just solidify that lead in addition to that stat buff, and that may help out Polymore over on the henge if they get that kill, and they definitely will.
Yeah, who gets carried are simply just outclassing them in the foreign force. And I mean, so far, Annabelle is doing his job. He's eventually going to win that point, and he's certainly... There's a certain compositional advantage to that, but they're losing the fight. Something that I saw that was a big problem for them in the fight is that they keep resting Sireph. And sometimes you don't rest the Necro. The thing is, you just survive until he's back, and he'll be back in with full cooldowns and all that stuff, and he'll just do damage again. That's one of the things that people are not used to with the Necros, with this warrior heavy meta, is that they keep trying to bring the Necro up. Sometimes it's better to just let him die, especially if it's a fight on the close points. He will respawn, he'll be back, he'll do damage. Don't worry about it.
Awesome. So, so assuming that, so Anomaly does get that henge point immediately with that blowback on the flamethrower, in a team fight though, however, if Anomaly wasn't over here on this henge, how would that change up the composition of the fights?
Annabelle is borderline worthless in a team fight. Like, he shouldn't be going for the fights. He should just do this, what he's doing. But like I mentioned, Misha should be able to kill this. They should be able to debunk it. So just a simple swap now. Have the warrior go mid and have Misha go henge. And voila. What are you gonna do? That's what they should do.
They just might do that, or they may just be bringing in Polymore back into the fight, rather in mid, to secure this for their own team here. The Spirit of Nature Null does get killed out here, so no res for the blue side over here from that. Polymore comes back in the fight. Misha Thin Hat, about 4.7k health, dropping a little bit. Here comes the heal, though. And also, we're going to see Milo and Lisi go down as well. They're going to try and get the reses off, and we'll do so.
Oh my god, that's so disgusting. So disgusting. Oh, it was illusion though. It wasn't a spirit. Okay, that's fine then. Misha, being a hero, just got 2 rests with that spirit. Illusion.
So they definitely need to get a stop out here very fast if they want these guys up here. Misha goes down as well, so they need to come out here.
They're just transferring to the outside points. Interesting that Shad just left mine. He just gave it up for the NG. So now they're sitting on 1 cap. I'm not. Perhaps he wanted to get to mid and save it somehow with his spirit, because I do believe he has spirit up. No, he doesn't. Okay, he's just being dumped. Fine. So right now they have 1 point, and they're just gonna have to reset. Like, they'll start pushing far, and they'll go for the fight. They'll probably leave a warrior who'll have to deal with the NG again, just keeping the point for as long as possible for the decap.
Yeah, I mean,
Fantastic on the other hand, pushing into the henge and trying to hold the cap. This can be very, very dangerous. The amount of damage Shad's composition has isn't even funny. So, like, you can wipe, and that could end up just you getting snowballed. But that's probably still what I'd like to do on Fantastic favor. They're probably doing the right rotational idea right now.
Yep, Plastic Fantastic, though, is ahead on capture points right now, 2-0, but they are way behind on points, 234 to now 101. They're slowly gaining it back here in this team fight. What is Polymore? Oh, he's trying to jump up on this wall and get on the high ground here. To Quasar, and people are on the point here. We're going to go in that with this Guardian right now as Milo and Shad trying to do some work here. Dipset Yeezus comes in as well, and here is Brujo wailing away with those swords. Line of warding comes out from the opposite side. They're going to try and just reduce the movement here, but really no one's down yet, but there are plenty of people who are close to being down. Almost everyone, however, on the side of who gets carried hard is at near full health here.
Yeah, essentially, who gets carried hard are going for the outside right now. Like, they're starting to split up. Misha is heading towards the middle, and he's going to probably get the decap because he's faster than Brujo. Then it'll be in a 1v1 versus Warrior, Condi Warrior. I believe he should win this, but it could be a matchup that's pretty volatile. So we'll see what he does, especially since he's still in combat. Chances are he'll just die. Yep. No, he portals and probably dies anyway.
He dies right in the team fight, but his teammates are near him. They can probably get a res off him, and they definitely will. He'll get back right up and rejoin the fight here at Henge. Red team able to recap that midpoint over here on mine, though. We'll see.
That was actually a really good rotational move. What happened was that Misha went to keep, and he forced the warrior to follow him to keep, and then they managed to portal back. And what happens now is that the warrior has to spend all the time going back, and especially since the Necros seem to have gotten stomped, this bought a lot of time for Shad's team to start wiping them up, and as we can see, they're starting to wipe them. Great move from Misha, almost as good as me, almost, just half as.
Almost. You proud of that kid? Well,
I'm very proud.
He's down right now, but he's very close to getting up. Milo gets up.
For the family.
Oh my god. Moving into this, though, we do see that Polymorph be kind of branched off, went and did decap mid. Now it is who gets carried hard with the only capture point, and Lissy is going in on Anomaly, but Anomaly able to keep that point relatively decently capped for his team. Knocks Lissy off, will stun him up, we'll get the full cap over here on mine. We'll have to see if we can keep that, but Henge is looking like the same volatile area that it has been, even though that Shad does have Henge pretty much on lock. They can't, Plastic Fantastic just cannot keep them off the point long enough.
I'll still say that they're doing the right thing. We currently have 2 warriors doing nothing in the middle of the map, while Annabelle is essentially keeping them there. It seems like Lyse is rotating towards Henge, but Plastic has some time right now when they're 1 player more, and bam, 2 players just went down. Will there be a disgusting illusion? There was just another disgusting illusion. Misha's being disgusting right now. He's disgusting.
And they can totally get Plastic Cypress and get the stomp, and right now he's gonna get up. Did he get? Yeah, he's fine here, but really no one's close. Plastic Cypress will probably drop soon, relatively soon. If there's Shad and Milo dropping them down once again. Illusion no longer. Milo gets back up. However, Shad is actually very close to getting a res. Wow, I'm really impressed by how on top of the reses they are in this game.
Proper rotation for Nanaboli though. He realizes that since there's a 4-4 going on, I'm gonna start pushing into keep. And now, this is a really, really good position for Plastic. Like, they're having their 4-4, and they're actually having an advantage in it, and they're eventually going to decap mid. This is like a dream position for them. And they could actually start having a comeback from this.
Alright, man. That's actually really exciting to see. I hope to see this sort of a comeback here. They're only behind about 130 points right about now. Points
doesn't matter. Momentum does. However, Misha seems to be pushing towards mine. So basically, probably what's going to happen is a swap. They're going to win Henge. They're probably going to get Keep and a boss. Most likely, Keep is going to be... This is proper rotation from Shad's team. They realize that they're going to lose Henge, and they start getting mine. Since they're more mobile, they're going to get mine before. On the other hand, Plastic realizes that they won't get to mine on time, so rather they're just killing the boss and keeping the mid as a decap. Proper rotation from both sides. Rather impressive play. Rather.
That's right. Misha, however, gonna get the cap there. Really interesting to see where sort of Shad's gonna go off the respawn.
Full cap. My God, the comeback is starting. The comeback is starting. And this is actually good. For the first time ever, a bunker engine is going to be useful in a fight, because this is going to help keeping the point. So this is some beautiful things happening. On the other hand, we currently have a Guardian standing on close point, which is probably the worst thing you could have in a close point, especially since stability and such is so important versus the Warriors. And now we have 5 players on Shad's team, all standing on mid, while oh my God, count, please count, count.
Would you like me to count, or are you telling them to count?
I'm telling them to count! There's 5 players versus 4 on mid, and they're just standing there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Quasar finally coming back from the side of Plastic Fantastic, but you know, it's kind of too late.
It happened. On the other hand, they might get a respawn going, and they might decap mine. I don't think they're going to be able to full cap it on time. I'm pretty sure Misha, no, even a portal, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was improper rotation from. They were playing very solidly up to that point.
You know, so they used that portal to send Polymorph over to mine, realizing, you know, Anomaly is going to come over here as well. But, you know, knowing Anomaly and these far points against both Lissy and Polymorph, it's just a matter of time until he gets it. And they may rotate over here to add some more to support here. Brujo coming in on mine as well, and he'll be caught out by Misha. Let's go in with him as he sort of goes into this fight here, man. Actually, where'd the fight go? Okay, they kind of, there it is. Brujo. He's kind of, he's running away right now. Misha's able to deal not that much damage yet, but it's just like a matter of time until this fight gets started. There it is. There's Dipset uses trying to do some damage as well. He's going to drop in on him, and looks like the majority of Plastic Fantastic is here. Anomaly, however, cycling back towards mid. Quasar is on the point of mine for Plastic Fantastic.
Plastic run with the same rotation that they always are, and that's probably the best thing to do right now. They're hoping for a decap of mine, and they're sending their engine to mid, and their position they're trying to get is decap mid, and he'd actually get the decap right away, I think. Or actually,
he doesn't stand on the point long enough to get it.
No, the wolf feared him out. Get on. Anyway, and Misha's going down. This is unrealistic, I might add, but it's possible to get a decap of mine and get a decap of mid and get a game going. Doubtful, but possible.
And he's about 1k health and drop. There's the heal coming out. The question is, will Wronger be able to get some damage?
Plastic seriously has to rotate instantly towards Hench, and I think Quatsar seems to be doing that right now. The problem is, the second Misha responds, he's going to go to Hench, and there's no way they're going to be able to keep the full cap, but rather keeping the decap is a dream they might hope for. And that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, they're going to send the Guardian over, but the question is, does the Guardian go... Yeah, he's going to go
he
straight
has
to
to
Hench.
go there. He has to go there, or the game's over. Like, if he doesn't get that cap right now, if he doesn't prevent that cap, the game is over.
Yeah,
he needs to prevent it. Go!
Symbol of swiftness. Can you save him now? And he'll get on the point. The question is, how long will he stay there? Oh, he'll get the decap, the full nude. Oh, not just the full nude.
It's very important. Now they need to filter their bunkers in. This point is almost capped, so this is like, essentially what Shad's probably going for right now is that they just want to keep this cap. They're going to send their players there, and the second they get the cap, the game is over. On the other hand, Plastic is like going to panic rotate there and try to get something off. Seems like Shad is beating the bunker engine. What is this?
Yeah, let's go in on the fight. He's got so much. He's like full health against the Anomaly right now. Even though he's knocked down.
Doesn't go for the kill. Oh, actually no. He's fine. He just did his ulti. Never mind.
He's gonna be
oh
just
my god. Oh my god. The
comebacks.
The comebacks are starting. Oh my god. The engine is getting knocked. Oh my god. The engine's being 2v1. He's gonna lose mid.
Okay,
they're gonna lose mid.
Oh god. So you know they almost had it. They almost had a secure middle point, but Lissy is here to do some damage on him, and really the comeback being a little bit stifled, but you know I would say it's still possible for them to start at least closing that gap.
They need to send someone towards mine though. Come back!
Oh my god, there's Wrong getting on the mine point, so they're gonna lose a little bit of their income, definitely. I'm not sure if Cypress can go cycle to get this.
I think he will. I think he'll make it. He will make it in time. Believe in him. What are you going up for? Use your worm. Teleport with your worm there. Go.
Oh
Go.
My god.
Go. He's not gonna make it now. He's done. Anyway.
Yeah, this cap is in 100% there for who gets carried hard, and they're gonna finish the game off with a chieftain kill, or try to.
It's not necessarily over. It's not necessarily over. This chieftain, unrealistic as to me, I'm calling it. He's gonna get stolen by Guardian. The Guardian got this, and they're gonna decap mine with their double knocks, so it's fine.
No, okay. Unfortunately, who gets carried hard, ending it with that chieftain kill. You know.
Right. So basically, who gets carried hard? It's interesting to watch them because essentially what they do is they put themselves in a worse position, and then they're like, oh, we're in a bad position, and then they out-rotate them. What they need to do is constantly go for the 3 points. As we see, when they go for the 3 points, what keeps happening is, since they have much more mobility, they keep winding up with better mobility, they keep, essentially, at least getting to keep the 2 points, right? Like, yeah. The NG gets to keep mid, but another player goes and gets the points the NG abandons. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is surviving 3-on-4. This is the rotation they have to keep going for, because it's a rotation that has proven to be successful every single time. Rather, if they keep going for this 4-on-4 that they did every now and then, every single time, except for the beginning, because Plastic sucked, I guess, every single time, Plastic kept getting the cap. They had their NG win his 1v1, well, win, he knocked them off, and they had the rest of them essentially just fighting it. It doesn't even matter if they win, just keep fighting. Meanwhile, the NG is holding a point by keeping the 5th player of Shad busy, and also knocking that one off, winning mid. That's the rotation they don't want. I realize that you don't get a single word of this, but I'm talking to the people that do.
It's all cool with me, man. It's all cool with me. So we're gonna go straight into game 2 here, guys. I'm just gonna.